Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video. Number 8. The 100, one of the most popular shows of the previous decade. The 100 is set in a dystopian future, 97 years after a disastrous nuclear war left Earth almost entirely uninhabitable. To begin the rebirth of Earth, the remainder of humanity, who live in a spaceship known as the Ark, send 100 young criminals back to their former home planet and force them to fend for themselves. This fascinating sci-fi drama is more than just a delicious concept, with each episode of The 100 packed full of intense character drama. Not a series for those looking for scientific accuracy, The 100 instead focuses its attention on driving the best emotional narrative possible. A decision that the show is all the better for. Number 7. Lost in Space. Inspired by the classic 1965 series of the same name, Lost in Space is set in the near future and follows the Robinson family, one of a few clans chosen to try and forge a new path in a better world. However, their journey to this new land is abruptly stopped, leaving them and their fellow chosen ones to face an unknown world and improbable dangers. Helmed by showrunner Burke Sharpless, Lost in Space is both a neat homage to the beloved 1965 series and a gripping modern sci-fi show. With tense dangers around every corner, there's not a second wasted in Lost in Space's 28 episodes. Part of the reason the series earned a fair 3 Primetime Emmy nominations. Number 6.3%. Not to be confused with your phone battery, Pedro Aguilera's 3% is set in a post-apocalyptic future Brazil with society split into two. On one side, the offshore residents live in sunny harmony, with the other side, the inland, populated by people dreaming of an offshore life. Well, there is one chance to achieve it, a terrifying journey called The Process, with only 3% making it through and to their offshore dreams. Although 3% is set in a future world and features sci-fi concepts, this series thrives thanks to themes that feel all too relevant in our modern society. Featuring top performances and a stellar central premise, this is one of the best Brazilian series on Netflix. Number 5. The Reign, created by the trio of Jannik Tai Mosholt, Christian Potalivo, and Esben Toft Jakobsen, The Reign begins in a world devastated by a vicious virus, one that has almost wiped out the entire planet and destroyed the Earth we once knew. In Scandinavia, two siblings, who are safely tucked away in a bunker, meet a small group of fellow survivors and set out on a journey of discovery, both of a new world and their own identities. A coming-of-age tale like no other, The Reign might not fully deliver on its premise, but it has a lot of fun along the way. It's truly never possible to guess where this show or these characters will turn next, making for a viewing experience that will always keep you on your toes. Number 4. The Island, created by Anthony Salter. The Island follows 10 people who each wake up on the titular island with no memory of who they are or how they got there. All they know is they're together, and a hellish group of tasks is coming their way. If they survive the tasks, they can head back to society. But is it the society they thought they knew? A divisive series that split its viewership during its one and only season on the air, The Island is like someone took the reality series Survivor and molded it into a sci-fi drama. Whether or not this is your cup of tea, there's always plenty to like. Number 3. Keep Breathing. Brendan Gall and Martin Guerros. Keep Breathing stars the ever-brilliant Melissa Barrera as Liv Rivera, the lone survivor of a frightening plane crash in the Canadian wilderness. With the odds stacked against her, can Liv survive and forge for herself a future that her environment seems destined to rip away? Is this the best work in Barrera's career? Perhaps not, but Keep Breathing is still a wonderful example of the actress's talent. Add this to an often breathless classic survival story, and you have a recipe for a miniseries sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. Number 2. The Society set in West Ham, Connecticut. The society follows a group of high school students as they return home from a trip to find the entire population of their community missing. Faced with this devastating reality and desperate to find answers, the group must now create their own society and discover the intricate problems that come with such a task. Endlessly fascinating from start to finish, the society consistently encourages its audience to question how they would react in such a situation. Thankfully, the show's cast of characters manages to represent the breadth of possible responses, with a challenging moral dilemma facing them at every turn. Brilliantly binge-worthy, The Society is a must-watch. Number 01. Yellow Jackets, one of the most popular shows on television right now. Yellow Jackets follows a girls' high school soccer team who survive a terrifying plane crash in a remote wilderness. Coming of age while fighting for survival, Yellow Jackets is equal parts teen drama and psychological horror, as these girls are pushed not just to their limits, but to the limits of humanity itself. Beautifully crafted by Ashley Lyle and Bart Nickerson, there's really nothing else like Yellow Jackets on TV right now, so make sure not to miss out while it's still at the height of its popularity. That's a wrap for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and leave a comment down below with your thoughts. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.